Hi everybody, it's Lisa, Twyla's mom. Today is Friday, June 30th. I was looking at the date. I have not been on here for 2 weeks. I know. And you probably all know it was because of the hands. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Have I got. Yeah. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. I did not post a Monday question of the week on June 19th, and that's when this whole episode started. Um, on the 19th, I had to take Twyla to get a vaccination for school. She had one vaccination she needed that seniors need. So I had to go and do that with her. And I thought, okay, and it was pretty late in the morning once we got that done. And I had worked Sunday night on the 18th. I'm looking at my calendar if anyone wants to know. But I thought, okay, when I get up this evening, I'll do the question of the week video, go ahead and get it uploaded, and, let everyone know that, we had to do this on Monday morning. So I woke up Monday on June 19th and my hands were killing me. My big toes hurt so bad. My hands hurt, my toes hurt. And oh my gosh, and I had woke up a couple of times during the day with my hands and stuff, but I was able to drift off back to sleep. But oh my gosh, I hurt so bad. So I didn't do the question of the week video. I called in to work because I was in a lot of pain. And then I called in on the Tuesday the 20th, Wednesday the 21st. Oh my gosh, I hurt so bad. I did go and see my doctor, my regular physician, my family physician, on the 21st. He did finally do some blood work. But my rheumatologist appointment was supposed to be for Monday, June 26th. I'd already scheduled a vacation day and everything. And about 3 weeks ago, I received a letter from him saying he had decided to go on vacation and he could not get me in until August 31st. I'm like, oh my gosh, August 31st? Really? So, I have, at any rate, I told my family doctor what this guy did. And he's like, well, it's really hard to get into a specialist. I'm like, but what if I have something really wrong with me? And he goes, well, we would push it. And he goes, I would be on the phone pushing it. He goes, but, anyway. So, we did talk about FMLA, my family doctor. He suggested that I go ahead and apply for it. I don't take FMLA lightly. I have had to have it before because my daughter does have Crohn's. My husband carries the FMLA on her now because his company doesn't take vacation days away from you or anything like that. He just has to have a doctor's note. And which to me that is really great because it's not a vacation. It's not a vacation when you're sick. It's not a vacation when your child is sick. When you've got a chronic condition, it's not a vacation. So in my opinion, if you can show a doctor's note saying that this doctor has seen you and this is why you are not at work, that in my opinion should be satisfactory enough to not take a vacation day. That's my little tiff with FMLA. So I don't take it lightly at all because there are people who do take advantage of it. Mainly people that don't have to have proof that they went to a doctor. Now, my old employee, I did not have to have proof, but I provided it. I made sure I took a doctor's note and provided proof. This is why I used my FMLA this week. Either my daughter was having a Crohn's flare or she had a Remicade appointment. I never took an FMLA day without a doctor's note. And I just think that should be standard procedure. At any rate, going right along, my new company that I started working for 3 years ago, they do take your vacation days. So my husband took over the FMLA for my daughter because they don't take them as long as you have a doctor's note. They will not take your vacation day, which I'm sure that's just a company thing. But my company, they'll take them. They will take everything. They'll take all vacation, all sick time, everything. So it's not something I want to do. But I missed so much work last week, and I get 5 sick days a year. I have used all my 5 sick days previously to this for my hands. And it's only June, and I've still got half the year left. So I had to do FMLA. I had to do it. Now I was talking to my HR girl. I'm not required to have a doctor's note, but I told her, I said, it's just policy. I do it. With my daughter, with her Crohn's, I just did it. I think it's your responsibility. You don't take advantage of FMLA. So I do, I do provide that. And she goes, well, I appreciate you doing that. She goes, but it isn't required. She goes, I have some people who do and some people who don't. And she goes, but I do appreciate it. And I said, okay. So going right along, let's get off the FMLA talk. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. FMLA is a wonderful, wonderful thing. It is. Don't get me wrong. FMLA is there for a good reason, and it needs to be there. But you have a couple of those bad apples that they will use it for everything it's worth. So, yeah. Enough said about that. So anyway, I missed the majority of last week for my hands and my big toes. Can you believe this? My big toes hurt so bad, I just wanted to cut them off. I thought I was going to die over big toes. I know, crazy, right? So anyway, I went to see him, and I'm telling him about my big toes, and I'm telling him I have no energy. I just feel like I could just... It's not an energy that, or a loss of energy that you want to go and take a nap type of energy. It's a weary feeling. It's a weak feeling. But it's not a feeling of like, okay, I need to go to bed and sleep. It isn't that type of a feeling. It's weary. It's weak. It's just, So he did a bunch of blood work on me. Oh my gosh, he took a lot of blood. 4 vials of blood out of me. And he ran vitamin deficiency tests. He ran thyroid, kidneys functions, sodium levels, anemia levels, just all kinds of RH factor and everything. And this was all last week. And then this week I got a letter from him, and it said that the blood work looks satisfactory to him and everything. And then he put he put like a little PS in there, but please still keep your rheumatology appointment. And I'm like, okay, I will. So I haven't really gotten a chance to talk to him about this. I didn't have a chance to talk to him. But all it does, it looks great. I looked up, I researched, the ranges for each blood test he did. And, I'm kind of like right in the middle. I'm a little high on my sodium. What was I low on? I was a little bit dehydrated. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it, that blood test, but it's a blood test they take to check to see how dehydrated you are. And I was a little low on that. I needed to be up a little higher, but I wasn't taking, drinking like I should and stuff. I just didn't feel good. But anyway, so we had talked in the past, me and my doctor, about RA. We were kind of a little concerned that it may be RA. And then when my big toes started hurting really bad and my hands, I was like, oh my gosh. And I don't, the RA just really scared me. But my RH factors were fine. They are where they're fine. The research I've done on the numbers and everything like that, they're fine. So I guess we're looking at osteoarthritis, my family doctor doesn't want to come out and say that's what it is because he is concerned that it's developed so quickly. I've been seeing him since January. This was my 4th visit with him because of my hands, and this time was a very severe flare-up with it. And so that's his biggest concern, that it's developed so quickly, that he's worried. And that's why he's sending me to the rheumatologist to begin with, because it has happened so fast. And I lost my train of thought for a second. Anyway, so my biggest confusion, I haven't researched osteoarthritis very much because it's a pretty common arthritis. I mean, most of us do get a bit of it, at least the older we get. If any of you out there has osteoarthritis, does it debilitate you for 2, 3, 4 days? I mean, will it just zap all your energy like it did mine? I didn't realize it could do that. And I didn't ask my doctor, of course, because we were doing the blood work, and I really was worried about reading that when he said he'd mail me the results. I was worried about reading it. It's like, oh my gosh, what if it is, what am I going to do? And, if I have researched the RA to where if you start treating as quickly as possible, it kind of you're better off, don't wait to treat it. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, and I don't get to go see a rheumatologist until the end of August, and then he's going to do his battery of blood work to make sure, and his x-rays and all that business, and it's like, what, but the blood work looks good. I'm really, really happy with the blood work, and my doctor seems to be also. He said it all looked satisfactory to him. So yeah, I haven't really had a chance to talk to him about just, would ordinary osteoarthritis do this to you? Just make you feel the way I did? And my big toes, oh my gosh. My hands hurt, pretty much all the time. But it's, on a good day, like today, it's just more of a little twinge, like maybe a 2 on the pain scale. And then, like, if I do move a certain way, and stuff like that, or if I bump my knuckle or something like that, then it sets it off. But my toes last week, oh my gosh. So I was a little bit scared about that. But yeah, I'm just curious if any of you do have the osteo, just leave it in the comments and let me know. Will it do this to you? Um, so, anyway, and I finally got back to work, and we've decided to put me on FMLA. And then I got back to work on this past Sunday, the 25th. But I still just felt really just, ugh. My hands were no longer hurting because he did give me a shot to help with the inflammation. Not sure what the shot is, but I didn't feel good, so I didn't even think to ask him. And then he put me back on prednisone. So by Sunday, I was no longer in pain, but I still really just felt drug down. I just was out of it. But I went to work, got my FMLA paperwork from my HR girl. And then Monday I go to work and feeling better. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and now Friday. Feel fine. Feel fine. I feel okay. My hands, they're what it is, what it is. But I don't know if some of you can kind of see how my knuckle is like real big right there. And then this one it's kind of hard to show you like this. It really, really is. But it's kind of protruding. Maybe you can get a better view. At any rate, I have like this huge bump right here on both sides on this finger. This one's middle finger is, now that right there, I scratched myself at work. But this middle finger is starting to get that way. My thumb has got kind of on both sides. But he's more, like I said, he's more sending me to a rheumatologist because it's just progressing so quickly. So, yeah, that's where I've been, everybody. That's where I've been. Today is Friday, but I didn't go to the Dollar Tree because my husband is getting some dental work done today. So I wanted to make sure I was home and awake and all that business when he got home. But I will get to the Dollar Tree, I promise. And I'll be showing that to you, of course. It's not the weekend without a Dollar Tree. Even if I have to wait till Friday, or I mean Saturday, it's not the weekend without it. So anyway, guys, that's where I've been. I know this was a pretty lengthy explanation and everything, but I'm really curious, whether, if any of you do have osteoarthritis, is it something that can just knock you out for, 2 or 3 days, knock you right out of commission, and then take a few days to recover from that, But, yeah, let me know. Now, I did go to the post office. I think I did go last Saturday on the 24th, and I had a couple of cards, very nice cards that I want to share with everyone. And then I did go today, and I have a little something from today. So I will be doing a Friday friend mail with everybody, and so yeah, and thanks for listening to me carry on. I'm going to have a little sip of my RC here. But I'm looking forward to getting back into my schedule. Yes, I am. My house is a wreck, though. Oh, my goodness. Oh. And it's crazy because I didn't even get to answer my comments from my last question of the week. I didn't even get to answer them because I was just, yeah, I was really, really busy that week. But anyway, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Love y'all. And I guess that's it. So don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, and leave me a comment. I love to hear from each and every one of you. Bye.